Didn't have it set correctly. There we go. And there we go, without showing anybody's face. It's very good for us to have this conversation on tape so I can, for parents, for kids, for things like that.
Yeah.
Now, I know he's probably not legally an adult yet.
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
What is legally an adult?
Ouch.
18?
Oh, okay.
18. Believe me, when they stop carding you is when you're going to be upset.
Right.
Don't we?
Right, I know it. I know it.
But, like I said, I would advise him, especially if he's patrolling by himself, not to put himself in a situation where he could get himself clobbered. You know, like you said, they always travel in gangs. There's always more than one of them.
Yeah.
That's always.
And that's sort of
right.
what he's on the lookout for is, something going down, but
so that I can call the police.
Right.
But, and even if you call the police, I mean, there's nothing for sure to say that someone isn't going to spot you. They aren't going to go, look at that, and take off after you. And then we can get back to that, but also the police.
Yes, ma'am.
The police, the way he's dressed, my daughter and I have kind of tried to say, you just appear to be up to no good.
Actually, did he show you his action figure that I made him?
No, I didn't.
No.
Okay. He actually has a very colorful gimmick.
Well, I did. I switched it up.
Oh, okay. That's what we call...
Well, now he's all black.
No.
He's all black.
You better paint that.
Neighborhood at
They
night.
can't see your face or anything like that.
But,
okay. So he I made an action figure of him too, actually, and I make action figures of all the different guys, and I just send them to them.
He's a big nerd.
Big nerd, big time nerd.
Okay, I like nerds.
Yeah.
But yes, it's like I said, my daughter's in the business.
Probation officer.
Yeah,
right.
She rides along with a lot of police officers on a lot of different sweeps and what have you. And,
yeah.
If someone looks oddly suspicious, then they're a target.
Yes, ma'am.
Whether it's for the police, by the police or whatever. And
there's a guy named Professor Midnight. There is a guy named Slapjack. There is a guy named whatever. And every time I go online, on the forums and stuff where we all converse about what's going on, there's always a story. The police stopped me. They gave me a cavity search. And they counted the fillings in my teeth. And they wanted my social security number. And I always write them back the same thing. You had on a black mask, you had on a black trench coat, you had on a black hat, you had on black sneakers, you had on black socks and underwear. What did you expect?
Yeah, nothing
right.
If you actually was wearing something that appeared to be superhero-ish,
yes, ma'am,
AKA nerdish,
absolutely,
then you would be less of a target, I believe.
I'm more than willing, though, to cooperate with the police if they do stop me. Like I can't be bothered because I know I'm kind of asking for it. But
and all I'm saying is, in this day and age, a lot of time before the law enforcement or other people talk, they pull a weapon. I mean,
well,
you never know.
That's true.
And I don't.
If you do what you're told in a situation like that, like if they say,
like they're not just going to draw and fire on seeing me. If they pull out a gun and say, "Get down on the ground," and I get down on the ground.
Well, that's true, and I would hope that if that came to pass, that's the way it all came out. But whoever knows. Thank you, dear.
That's true. Now, somebody pointed out to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A long time ago, they pointed out to me, they said, well, your gimmick is absolutely brilliant. And I was like, why? And they said, well, you just call yourself superhero. Which at first doesn't sound very imaginative or anything like that. But I show up and I go, I'm superhero, I'm here to help. That's a lot different than walking up and saying, I'm Chainsaw Killer, I'm here to help.
Right,
Is there a guy named Chainsaw Killer?
That's just the joke I always use. Yeah, Chainsaw Killer. But it does have the effect of people go, oh, this guy is here to help. And in the cell, I have the police number, I have poison control, I have a cab, I have a tow truck, I have a
Do
tip
you have all
line.
those things in your cell?
I got FBI and police, but
You should add tip lines, tow truck, taxi.
Yeah,
I've got that too, that kind of thing. But his older gimmick was blue and black, and he was one of the first people I made an action figure of, actually, because I liked his so much. And oh my, and but yeah, the more colorful the better, as far as I'm concerned. But you can work around that. Z worked around that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, his gimmick is still pretty dark.
Yeah,
even though he's changed his persona now and everything like that. I've seen recent photos of him.
And mine is pretty much concealed. Like, everything fits under a black hoodie, you know?
But there you go. See, he's talking black.
Wow.
Okay,
I will say
everything
this,
fits under
too.
a red hoodie. It fits under a hoodie is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Our public acceptance, if nothing else has come out of this Phoenix Jones thing,
Who's Phoenix Jones?
The dude in Seattle that got...
The one that I saw on the news that first prompted this whole conversation.
right, our public acceptance has gone up. We are a much more commonplace thing now. The St. Pete police, when they see us go by, they wave at us at night. There's those lunatics. When we were
I like the us word, though.
Right.
See, I don't like just the him word. If he had someone else
to go with,
to be with you, a part of this, I
found,
would feel
like,
so much better.
I found like 4 other guys in the city that I didn't know existed because I was never on RLSH before.
one of our gadget makers, I didn't know. I talked with him forever. His name's Artisaroy. He lived within walking distance of my house.
No way.
And we talked to him and talked to him and talked to him all the time. And we're going up there today to shoot a commercial. Like I said, Master Legend's coming in town. We're shooting a commercial for the RLSH the charity site. And he lived right around the corner from me. So now that he's online, he can network with other people.
Yeah, I was
and increase the numbers of his team within his town. It goes.
And when you keep saying we, is it you and your other 2
Yes, ma'am.
cohorts?
And my missus, of course, Lady
Oh,
Hero.
oh.
We're the core members of the team. And from that point, we let people come and go. Like, for instance, we just went to Atlanta to help Crimson Fist. When he came to town, I was more than willing to meet up with him, take him on a patrol, say hi, things like that.
Yeah,
So.
and I couldn't get past the anonymity, and I just said, no, you're not doing the whole patrol thing, because I just can't, from a parent's point of view.
Oh,
I
absolutely,
just can't
absolutely.
do that. But I'm glad we're talking, and I know who you are, and I know that this stuff is...
It's not...
Does everybody have real life jobs and
Yes,
everything,
ma'am.
and this is just like
Yes,
a
ma'am.
side gig?
I work in broadcasting. I've worked in broadcasting for about 15 years.
Told you.
Master Legend is a tree surgeon. Symbiote is a college student who looks like he's going to become a full-time programmer. He already pretty much works full-time, and that's how he's putting himself through college. Trying to think of some of the more interesting things that people do for a living that do this. We've got a lot of security guards. For some reason, security guards. There are a few police officers. Believe it or not, there are clandestine police officers who...
Military.
Oh, yeah. I'm ex-military, too. We've got a lot of military people that do it. It just seems to, like, be a marriage, like military and superhero, and police and superhero. And, we've got EMTs, we've got firefighters. We've got a few guys that were former mercenaries. Of course, they like to be called private contractors nowadays. But one of them was in Rhodesia in the 60s. He's an older guy. And then we got another one that was just in Iraq not too long ago. They're not, for the most part, they are not, full-grown men living in their mother's basements and surfing the internet all day long without a job or a girlfriend or anything like that. They're, for the most part, community active, well-balanced out, job, life, things like that just happen to use the personae of superheroes to, help get their point across.
Is it kind of I wondered what the mindset was when he first told me. I mean, and now you being an adult, I thought, did he see